Hello, welcome to IT Security Guru. I'm Dan Raywood. Now today is Wednesday the 15th of April, and some of you may have seen yesterday with its unofficial press launch, and officially today with its official launch. It's the release date of the Verizon Data Breach Investigations Report, or DBIR as those in the business know it. It's 8th year now. It now contains details from 70 contributing organisations, analyses more than 79,000 security incidents, from 2,122 confirmed breaches across 61 countries, so quite a sample set, most people would agree. Now, some cynics might say, well, it's just another report, why would we look at this in particular? Well, of course, it's one of the big reports, and probably, in my opinion, one of the main reports, and we'll come IT Security Guru later this week for another one that I would rate extremely highly, but without spoilers alert, the Verizon report is a great resource for information, particularly on data breaches, obviously, but also on the state of malware infections and the like. And this year's report, as I said, is 8th in its history. It's now 11 years worth of data to draw from in its past. And really quite some surprising results. And in particular, it found that in 70% of cyber attacks that it analysed, a combination of older tactics, such as phishing, was used, very common. 23% of recipients still click on phishing messages. Not the fault of technology, that's probably not, maybe it's the fault of technology, maybe it's not filtering those phishing messages out, maybe phishing messages are actually getting better, and in that case, why are people still clicking on them? It's an awareness problem. We've talked a lot about awareness in recent months, years, whatever, about getting your people to actually not do silly things, and according to the Verizon report, that is still happening. Another real problem area is that in this report in particular was that a lot of old vulnerabilities still remain unpatched, and what patches applied from SSL last year. We've been covering that quite heavily in the last 7 to 10 days. Heartbleed, and a patch was released immediately. Why were patches not applied? It's not as simple as when you're at home on your laptop, bang, there to go, and let it run overnight. It's a little bit of business when you're running a 10,000 person endpoint business. Quite a tricky thing, but how come some of these more critical patches aren't applied more quickly? Does this come down to business? And I asked Verizon this, and you can read in our story on IT Security Guru, why is there a case here for better patch management systems if that is proving such a problem? Now, one of the things I really love reading about the Verizon report is the time for detection, and in particular it said this year half of organisations detected a malware event within 35 days. Actually really good. If you look back at 2014, we saw some really big breach reports, obviously the year of the breach, some will call it. Target, eBay, Sony, obviously towards the end of the year, these things went on, and in some of those cases, particularly with Target, it went on for some sustained amount of time. So, forensics companies reaped the benefit of this because they were called in to investigate problems, and we saw this with Anthem recently as well. So, really, maybe businesses are getting better. Maybe that forensic investigation side of the industry is improving. People are actually trying to find those breaches quicker and trying to remediate the problems, stop the attackers, kick them back out again. And maybe, hopefully, if you are reading the Verizon report, if you haven't read it yet, do go and look at it. It's not a long document, but there's quite a lot of summaries going around, and we will have quite a summary for you later today on IT Security Guru, as well as our news, which we ran yesterday. Do look at it, because if you are looking to kind of promote yourself to your board, to say here's a reason we need to invest in forensic detection, prove that the other parts of the business and partners in the industry are actually doing it better than you, perhaps. Say, if we had this capability, we could do this, should we have a problem? Alternatively, you might want to look at why data breaches are happening and look at phishing messages. Is that happening in your business? Here's a chance to prove to your business, to your board, why you should be maybe investing more in awareness to try and prevent this happening to you. So the link is on our website. Do check out the Verizon Data Breach Investigation Report, #DBIR. And for IT Security Guru, I've been Dan Raywood.